Hey Mama, welcome to the podcast. Today I am going to give a quick little blurb on an update with some healthy eating. It is summertime, and for those of you who follow my podcast schedule know that this is coming out a day late. That is because the nice weather has me doing way more things outside and I actually forgot to do it. So I'm still going to try to do these Tuesday episodes. They may be a little bit shorter during the summer. Nonetheless, I hope to be able to keep doing them because they bring me joy, and I hope that you learn from them too. Hi, I'm Jocelyn, fellow mom of 5 and host of the Positivity in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast. I help pregnant women and mothers to find the positivity in their season of life through changing their thoughts to work for them and not against them. I help mothers find the small, doable steps in thought and action without making drastic changes to their everyday mom life. And I can help you. Let's find positivity during our pregnancies and in our motherhood together. Thanks for joining. So if you have followed along with my podcast, you know that at the beginning of the year, I kind of did a healthy eating plunge. I told you all of the tips I use to help me in healthy eating, and especially with losing baby weight. I've had 5 babies, and I have been able to lose all the baby weight my last 3 pregnancies through implementing the mindset tools that I talk about in all of those episodes. There will be a couple of them linked in the show notes if you want to check them out, or just scroll through back through my podcast episodes and title search the ones that seem to resonate with your mind or the ones that you feel like you need. So I kind of had stopped doing that a little bit and moved on to other things, but then I kind of fell in a rut. And as I've mentioned before, I call this a pit stop or getting off the highway. And this pit stop or getting off the highway was extended and it involved sugar treats. And I got stuck off of the side of the highway and I wasn't making it forward in my healthy goals or my weight loss. Not that I really needed to lose a lot of weight. I only gained a few pounds, but nonetheless, those few pounds are still there and I want to get rid of them. And I was feeling like I was addicted to sugar. Like I kept thinking, when's the next time I'm going to have a sweet treat? What's my next sweet treat going to be? And it went from weekly. If you listen to my first episode of the year, my goal was to only have sugar weekly. And then I was having it like daily and way too frequently. And so I knew I needed to shift again to get back on track. And in my mind, I wanted to just quit sugar forever. But in my mind also, I really didn't want to quit sugar forever. And so I was kind of going into scarcity, like, oh, she really wants to quit sugar forever, but she can't really do that, but she thinks she should. And I kind of just went back and forth and started living in scarcity, being afraid that I was going to quit sugar and that I was never going to have it again. And so I needed to eat all of it. And it was just this weird little mental roundabout. Then I found or seen a friend who posted a book that she was following. And this book is called The 40-Day Sugar Fast by Wendy Speak. And in little print on the top of the book, it says, where physical detox meets spiritual transformation. And the last 2 words, spiritual transformation, along with a sugar fast, was spoke to me. And I just knew I needed to do this. So I went on eBay and I bought a used book in very good condition that still had markings in it. Isn't that annoying? Anyways, I bought one in good condition for pretty cheap. It was like $4 with shipping. And I decided I was going to do it. I was going to do the 40-day sugar fast. Now, there's a lot of reasons why I want to eat less sugar. I also wanted the spiritual transformation. And I wanted to get myself on track. And something I liked about this is that it was a 40 days, which that's a long time. I don't think I've ever done a sugar fast for more than 3 weeks consecutively. And so trying to do one for 40 days seemed like a lot, but it also seemed doable. Like 40 days, I can do 40 days. That's something like, it might be really hard, but if I go for the spiritual transformation and if I follow her book and each day the thought will help me get through that day, I can do this. I can do 40 days and then I can rethink about things after the 40 days. And it just seemed like a doable chunk. I think before I was telling myself that I just needed to quit sugar. And ideally, that would probably be the most healthy for my body. But I also really like sweet treats. There are some treats that I do really enjoy and they're really hard to let go. And it's really hard for my mind to think of letting go forever. But when I seen this, that it was 40 days, I knew I wanted to try that. So I reposted it in my Facebook page. I have a bunch of family members and friends who have joined me, which is so fun and so exciting. And I encourage you that if you are a sugar addict, to give this book a try. Look into it. I think that it's through... Okay, let me restate that again. My words got a little jumbled, but what I was wanting to say is I think I will be successful because of the spiritual aspect on it. I've tried sugar bets and no sugar for other periods of time and never just been able to find a good rhythm. And I think this time what will help me long term is, or at least for the whole 40 days, is that this is a journey to draw me closer to God and closer to Christ. So if that's what you think if that's what you feel you are needing in your life is maybe some inspiration to help you tame your sugar addiction and you desire to draw closer to Jesus, please join us on this 40-day sugar fast. I am currently on day 4, and my friend who had previously posted it said that she's on day 33 and it had been life-changing. So I will put the book in the show notes, and I hope that you will look into that. I did want to read her little blurb online on her website. I might have read some stuff from her book, but it's actually in the bedroom where the baby's asleep, so I can't really do that right now because when the baby is asleep is the time I do my podcast. But here's her little blurb from her website. Do you run to the pantry each afternoon rather than running to Christ to get you through your day? Do you turn to Starbucks for a sweet latte or hot chocolate? I don't drink coffee. Rather than turning to the satisfying sweetness of God's word? Do you eat out of boredom or as a reward? Do you struggle with emotional meltdowns each time your children melt down? Join thousands of others who have experienced both physical and spiritual renewal as you fast from sugar and ask the Lord to set you free from the strongholds in your life. Let's fast from sugar and discover together that Christ is sweet enough. Grab the book today and a couple of friends and dive in. And I did want to say what kind of sugar I'm fasting from. I am fasting from all refined white sugar and high fructose corn syrup. I am still having honey and pure maple syrup in smaller amounts. Like I'm still trying to do better there and not have a ton of that. And I'm also having fruit. So that is where I'm at, Mama. I hope you will join me. The book will be in the show notes and we will chat again soon. Thank you for being a part of the Positivity in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast, for listening, for sharing, and most of all, for applying these tools into your own life to improve your own happiness so that you can find your own better thoughts and becoming the mother that you desire to be through taking small steps in thought and action to reach your goals. If you are a mother who has an inner desire to enjoy motherhood and pregnancy better, but you are having difficulty figuring it out, I can help you. Thanks for joining. Reach out, let's connect, and let's see you move forward in your motherhood. My name is Jocelyn, and I thank you for listening. Until next time.